Welcome to the ISHL Game of the Week from the Aerodrome in Houston. Tonight, it is a Friday night and the final one of the regular season. We've got a North Division matchup for you as the 5th place Tomball Hockey Club make the trek in from Tomball to take on the 4th place Woods Wildcats. Good evening, everybody. Michael Silvers here with David Feliciano as we come on the air. The playoff picture in the North Division is somewhat solidified, but there is still plenty to be determined. What we know is that both Klein and the Woodlands will finish in the top 2 spots, and they will both receive quarterfinal round byes. We also know that Fair Creek is locked in at number 6, and they'll play the 3rd place team this Thursday night or a week from tonight in the first round of the playoffs. But what we don't know is who will be the 3, the 4, and the 5 teams. That'll shake out, Dave, over this final weekend.
Absolutely. College Station, Cy Woods, and Tomball, our teams tonight, are definitely in the mix, and we will do one of those games on that Thursday, the 5th. So both these teams kind of fighting for that spot. Cy Woods have 19 points, Tomball with 17 points, and it's really nip and tuck all the way back.
Cy Woods has won 2 straight, including an 11-4 blistering of Northwoods Excalibur 12 nights ago, as Logan Westhaver and Wolf Farmer each had a night combining for 9 goals.
Yeah, this team is set up for the future. Westhaver's a sophomore, Farmer's a sophomore, and they've combined for 86 points, and they average 7 points a game. So they are set up for down the road, and they put together a really good season this year with a young team.
Tomball was victorious on Sunday over Seven Lakes 3-2. Alex Zimmerman leads the team in goals, but he only has 10. This is a team more known for its penchant for taking penalties than any offensive exploits.
Yeah, it's a grinded-out physical team. It's very common. If you have a team that doesn't score a lot, typically they're more of a fight-it-out kind of team. 349 penalty minutes. They're the highest in the league by 92 minutes. They average anywhere from 5 to 7 to 10 penalties a game. So if you're playing Tomball, you better get ready for a physical night.
Here are the scratches for tonight's game. Cy Woods without their head coach, Keith Chow. So last year's head coach, Vincent Solano, has been tasked as the acting head coach. Ethan Chow and his brother Austin are scratched. Connor McKenzie, Dylan Gunnavan is also scratched, and Chance Miller, the goaltender, is scratched. They are all traveling with the Arrows Travel Hockey Club this weekend. For Tomball, under acting head coach Kyle Hyland, you can scratch John Everett, Bryce Vandermarl, Grant Watson, Finley Parsons, Autumn Bredhoff, Gavin Little, Ashton Butler, Edward Bredhoff, and Bert Hyland. Is going to be a skeleton crew, Dave, for both of these 2 squads tonight.
Yeah, only 2 lines for each of these teams. So you talk about fatigue coming in the late stages of this game. I think in a game like this, try to get on the scoreboard early because it might get a little ugly late.
Goaltending matchup for Tomball. Keegan Gage, the freshman, gets the nod. 2-4-3 with a 3.69 goals against average. He's 3rd in the league with a .903 save percentage. He'll take on Aiden Ramirez, an emergency backup goaltender for Cy Woods. He of the Woodlands. As an E-Bug, he is 0-1-0 with a 6.00 goals against average and a 786 save percentage when he was the emergency backup goaltender for Ridge Point earlier this season.
Yeah, he's the first call. You need a goaltender, give Ramirez a call. We've done a lot of his games, and congratulations to Tomball. A couple of freshman goaltenders. That's not easy to come in here as a freshman and play at a high level, and they've had a decent season.
Cy Woods, an 11-4 victory over Northwoods Excalibur. They were outshot in that game 34-28. Farmer had a career best 5-goal, 3-assist, 8-point night. Westhaver with 4 goals, 7 points. Owen Lewis was the emergency backup goaltender for Cy Woods last time out. He of Klein. Meanwhile, Tomball with a 3-2 victory over Seven Lakes. Outshot the Spartans 31-15. Hart had 2 goals And Keegan Gage stopped 13 of 15.
Now the good news for Cy Woods tonight, they got their two best players, no scratches. Westhaver and Farmer are out there. Zimmerman, the leading scorer for Tomball. The first time these guys played, Tomball won 4-2, 12 penalties in that game.
About to get underway. Tomball in red.
Best unis in the league, in my opinion.
Cy Woods in white. They will go from right to left here in the first period. And we are underway. Referees are Rob Tracy and Derek Spencer. Charlie Knifick and Jared Schotten are the two linesmen. Puck comes into the Cy Woods zone. Racing with it around is sophomore Wolf Farmer. Then a shot from the left point is paddled away by Gage. Tomball in control. Malcolm Curry works it around behind the net. Farmer ties up his man, side of the net, now goes behind the net. And they continue to battle to the side of the cage. Puck is loose, and no one can get a stick on it. It is poked to the near corner by Gage. Puck sent in deep by Tomball. Roman Suplee has pocket picked, and here comes Farmer racing up from right to left. Over a minute gone by here in the first period. No score. Just underway as Farmer looks to play it back to Wissing, and he ends up turning it over. Coming back with speed the other way. Shimanek poked from him and out to center ice. Hart tries to bring it in, and then he takes down one of the Wildcats. And that was Cannon Blomberg at center ice. Hart down the right wing boards. Logan Westhaver will chase the puck down. 40 goals as he loses an edge. That's second in the league behind Boston Schindel. There's a shot from the point. It's deflected wide to the left of Aiden Ramirez. E-bug for Cy Woods tonight. And the Wildcats cleared all the way down.
Good forechecking by Tomball in that first shift. They controlled it just about the entire minute. Have the only shot thus far. Again, they don't score a lot. They average about 3 goals a game. More so of a physical penalty team, and we'll keep an eye on that tonight. Again, we're shorthanded on both sides.
Here comes Westhaver with speed, left wing side, tries to cut in. Good piece of defending by Alex Zimmerman. A defenseman for Tomball as the puck hops up into the catching glove of Keegan Gage. Just getting underway. If you're just joining us, just coming on the air, 12:53 left to play in the opening period. No score. Battle of 4th and 5th place teams in the North Division. Cy Woods in 4th, Tomball in 5th. Only 2 points, Dave, separate these two. Cy Woods with 19 and Tomball with 17. Wildcats work it back out the center ice. Here's Woodrow for Tomball with a lead pass. He connects with Hart on left wing, and it is slapped back out the center ice. Retrieving it at left defense is Zimmerman. Zimmerman, a senior for Tomball, forced wide by Henry Kim. Tough angle shot and dropping on it, Ramirez.
Zimmerman, a defenseman, leads the team in score. Thinking he's Bobby Orr, 10 goals, 7 assists. Just not a lot of firepower in the Tomball offense, and a good example there, Zimmerman taking it blue line to blue line and toward the goal.
Offensive zone face-off for Tomball, who won this game 4-2 back in November. Here's a long shot from distance. Hart shot it wide to the left of Ramirez. And then another stuffing opportunity at the side of the net. They score! It got by Ramirez. And Tomball takes an early 1-0 lead.
Yeah, kind of a big cluster of bodies right in front of the net. Got loose and just too much traffic in there. Looks like Supley had the goal.
Supley tallies at 254.
That's his fifth.
He led the handshake line. And now Westhaver and company have to try to play catch up here. He twirls with it in the offensive zone. To the left wing corner for Farmer. They are a powerful 1-2 punch. Second only to Boston Schindel and Sammy Blake. A centering feed actually hit the side of the net, and Tomball's able to break it out on a rush up the ice from left to right, turned over by Supley to Farmer, who ends up giving it away at the Tomball line. Hart skates in offensively on the backhand. It trickles towards Ramirez. Hart ends up getting with it, and then trickles the puck around the boards, then gets stood up, and the turnover. Ooh, bad pass. Sidewood's able to get it out to the neutral zone as Farmer make that Westhaver is stood up by Woodrow, and he has to retreat to the safety of his own zone with Supley on the forecheck. 4 minutes gone by here in the first period, 1-0 Sidewoods as Westhaver goes coast to coast in a save by Keegan Gage.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. Get your puck to your best guys, and if there's open ice, go ahead and take it all the way in. Some of your defensemen aren't here tonight, short-staffed. I mean, Westhaver, he averages 4 points a game. Expect more of that.
Wissing for the offensive zone face-off. He loses it. Tomball skated out with some speed. Shimanek stood up by Farmer on his way towards the net. Puck in behind. Here's Henry Kim. There's only one, actually there's no seniors on this Sidewoods team. It is a very young team that is currently in fourth place in the North. Kim clears it out to center. Woodrow hands it across. Tomball get it back into the Sidewoods zone. Here's Farmer, number 16 for Sidewoods. Shoots it all the way down. Icing is waved off as we play with 4:45 gone by. In the first period, 1-0 Tomball at a goal at 2:54. Scored by Roman Supley, a sophomore, going coast to coast the other way, and a shot taken by Alex Zimmerman is gobbled up by Ramirez.
Yeah, these teams are most likely going to play, well, if things go as they are, maybe the Woodlands. I mean, Woodlands is down their best player the rest of the year, so if Klein wins this, the Woodlands would be the 2 seed. Coming out of the bottom bracket in the South.
Face off to the right of Ramirez. Sidewoods control on their own end. Farmer with speed. Galloping from right to left. Across the line. Zimmerman with a good piece of defending. Got the puck away, but then there's a pass that goes all the way through by Farmer. Rolls all the way down to the E-Bug, Aiden Ramirez. Caleb McGrew on the ice for a shift. For acting head coach Vincent Solano. Chases it down in the corner. Forechecking is Supley. He's the goal scorer for Tomball. They have a 1-0 lead here in the first. Shot from point-blank range never actually got on target. And it is spun out center ice, gaining the zone, Westhaver. Westhaver with 59 career goals, just a sophomore in the ISHL. Hart takes it away. He skates in from left to right, forced wide. Turned over to Wolf Farmer. First year in the ISHL. He's been a member of the Arrows travel hockey for quite a while. Here's Westhaver, right wing side. Sends it across for Wissing off his stick and into the corner. A centering pass is picked off by Woodrow. Woodrow gets it, works it around the boards and rims it out. 8:40 to play in the opening period, 1-0 Tomball. Westhaver at the red line. Taking off his stick and Left at center ice by Shimanek. Wissing kicks it back into the Tomball zone as he's tied out by Suplee. Tomball will not hesitate to be physical. Here's a turnover in the slot. Westhaver shoots, and he airmailed it into the screen.
Yeah, he corralled that puck 3 feet in front of Gage, and he got it up and over.
8:18 left to play in the first period.
Westhaver's he's going deep. I mean, when he gets the puck, he gets it pretty close. There's not a lot of pressure. So he's off for a big night, I think.
Taking the offensive zone faceoff. Shimanek wins it. Around the boards, be carried out by Aiden Taylor of Tomball. He gives it off to Flores. Back to Taylor, almost chipped out towards the net off of Woodrow's stick. McGrew plays up the far board, turned over. Here's a wrist shot, and it's fought off by Ramirez. Back comes Cy Woods. The lead pass hit the back of the skate of Westhaver. Evan Hankins with a cross-ice dump in. Tomball skated right back out. Ahead for Shimanek. Got through Kim. Shimanek on the backhand. He's taken out on the play by Ramirez. And we have a player slow to get up, and that was Shimanek. He hops up on 2 feet. Referee blew the whistle. Halting play. With 7.5 to go in the first period.
Ramirez did the smart thing. Came out and cut that off, and he's going to take a hit, and he did. And body's flying, but that's just part of the game there. Smart play by Ramirez.
3 teams are battling for 3rd, 4th, and 5th place. 2 points separating the teams. College Station, 19 points, taking on Fair Creek tonight in College Station. Cy Woods with 19 points. Tomball with 17 points. Pass across from Hart, gets through Zimmerman, who tracks it down, skates along the goal line. His feet took a deflection behind the net, and it comes to the near corner. Zimmerman stick handling. Ooh. One of the Wildcats fell down. That was Kim. Tried to pick a corner, though, as Zimmerman and Ramirez made the save. Farmer couldn't backhand it out. Good, a forecheck established here by Tomball. Now Farmer's able to skate it out and stick handle through center 5 with 7 minutes to go. Westhaver on left wing. Hart stood right in front of him, picked him off, and here Suplee charging ahead. From left to right, burrows across the line, shoots, stick to the far corner by Ramirez. 2 players tie each other up, and the puck comes free to Malcolm Curry, who shoots and hits the side of the net. Curry wraps it around to the boards, kept alive. Oh, just on the line by Zimmerman. Across the left circle for a shot by Hart, and that one got through to Ramirez, and a ricochet back to Ramirez, and he's able to glove it with 6:26 to go. 1-0 Tomball at a goal, less than 3 minutes in by Suplee.
Yeah, Tomball, again, not known for offense, looking pretty strong in this period. 8 shots on Ramirez, and the 1-0 lead. And most of these shifts, they've had it in the Cy Woods zone. I mean, Cy Woods only 2 shots thus far.
Face off in the Cy Woods zone. They push it out to center ice. College Station swept Cy Woods 2-0, so they've got a tiebreaker advantage should they finish tied when the season's all said and done. Tomball is looking for the season sweep of Cy Woods tonight as Tomball skates in offside. College Station really in the driver's seat, Dave, when it comes to finishing in 3rd place and getting Fair Creek in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, the North is pretty tough. Cy Woods and Tomball, they put together really good seasons with young squads, but they're going to have to fight their way through the playoffs.
Woodrow at left defense hands it across to Wyatt Hart. Up the ice, Layton gives it off for Shimanek to shoot off target. Puck comes out to center ice off the stick of Emerson Bloom. A young team, Cy Woods. Bloom, one of the freshmen on the squad. Tomball smoked out from behind the net. Layton gets it at center ice. From left to right, he'll skate it across the blue line. Bloom ties him up on the near boards. Puck is worked free, comes out to Blomberg, who backhands it out to center ice. Zimmerman tracks it down in his own zone. Middle of the ice, the puck is chipped to the near boards, taken in across the blue line by Shimanek with a wrist shot that's wide to the left of Ramirez. Puck trickles back out to center ice. Zimmerman on it. Puts on the brakes, nice move. As Tomball establishes the zone, Shimanek lost the handle. Puck back into the Tomball zone. Zimmerman steps in front of a forechecking Wissing. Zimmerman runs it around the boards to Woodrow. Ahead, it's taken on by Jacob G. And G had a poke check from him by Ramirez as he skated in on goal. Now twirling with it with a shot. And Ramirez makes the save on Curry. Puck bouncing in the slot. Skated out by Farmer. 4.5 to play. Farmer taken from behind by G. And the shot ricochets off the glass. It comes to Westhaver in the slot and he scores.
Bad break for Tomball. Gage made the initial save that went over the net. The bounce, unfortunately, came right out in front, and Westhaver able to put that one away and tie it up. Only the third shot of the game for Cy Woods.
41 goals now, and this the 14th game of the season for sophomore Logan Westhaver. 13 hat tricks for his career, 2 5-goal games, 5 4-goal games. And he's got 2 more seasons to go here in the ISHL. He's some kind of player.
Oh, he's going to have a great career. And he's got size for a young player as well, very tall.
Now it's Curry from left to right, across the red line and into the Wildcat zone. With speed, he shoots. And that one took a deflection off the defender in front. Confused Ramirez, but he was still able to kick a leg out and make the save. And now Westhaver gets it with one guy back for Tomball. Hard off the stick into the corner. Westhaver is tied up by Zimmerman. Zimmerman will skate it out now for Tomball. Taken out from behind by Westhaver, then Zimmerman backhands it into the Wildcat zone. Suplee trying to track it down. Puck is kicked to the near corner. Kim has it for Cy Woods, couldn't get it to Westhaver. Curry skates along the goal line, backhands it softly up into the air, and Ramirez gobbles it into his chest with 3:38 to play in the first period in a tie game at 1.
So it really impressed the Tomball offense. You wouldn't think that they have trouble scoring goals. Really controlled this first period. Cy Woods' goal was more of a transition goal off a bad bounce, but looking good at Ramirez. He's had to work a lot this period.
Tomball 9th in the league in goals. Cy Woods 5th. Cy Woods goal differential +3. And Tomball -12. That's the difference between 7th and 8th in this league in terms of goal differential. Westhaver pokes that puck and it rolls to Keegan Gage.
Yeah, Westhaver, what kind of season is he having? He's got 11 shorthanded goals, which is an astonishing amount.
Yep, first in the league in that respect.
Yeah, that's hard to do. 7 game-winning goals and 4 points a game.
In fact, Cy Woods has 16 shorthanded goals as a team.
That's a lot.
Which leads the league. Woodrow up the near boards for Tomball. The outlet pass, he connects with Layton. It comes to Flores on left wing. Flores skates to left wing circle with a snap shot, and that's sticked away by Ramirez as he makes another save. Chip back out to the neutral zone by the Wildcats. 12 minutes gone by, period number 1. Michael Silvers and David Feliciano with you as Tomball saucer it. It gets by Layton, goes all the way down, no icing. Farmer collects and stops behind the emergency backup goaltender here for Cy Woods tonight, Aiden Ramirez of the Woodlands. Farmer with a rush up the ice, good individual effort. Now wrap around, oh, what a save by Gage. My goodness, he got his stick down at the very last second, put it in the crease, and denied the Wildcat.
That's a Hellenbrook save.
Yes,
Yeah.
Indeed.
Stick side, got that down. That was almost a wraparound. That was the best showing in quite a while for Cy Woods. I mean, this has felt like a power play for Tomball this entire period, but Cy Woods, best chance.
Meanwhile, after that, Tomball iced the puck, so Westhaver skates in for a face-off to the right of Gage. He gets kicked out, so Farmer will take the face-off now. And now another infraction.
Only 4 shots for Cy Woods.
Farmer and Curry for the face-off, and now Curry is going to get kicked out. G takes it, and it's Farmer who wins it, but Bloom turned it over at the point, and then picked the pocket was Farmer. He shoots wide.
They're missing a lot up close.
Farmer with 21 goals this season, but he's been quite off target with his shot so far in this first period as we come up on 13 minutes gone by. Westhaver along the near boards, avoids a check. Suplee, middle of the ice, he locates Curry. Curry with speed, a rush up the ice, tried to get it to right wing for Zimmerman. He fanned on the pass, and now the Wildcats will skate it out. Farmer ahead for Westhaver on left wing, skates in, tries a wraparound, a feed, and Blomberg couldn't settle it down in the slot. Tomball with possession in the last 140. Zimmerman to the far side. Curry, the pass attempted from G to Curry was intercepted, and now Westhaver skates backwards back into his own half of the ice. Goes to the right wing for McGrew. Puck taken away and forced back into the Cy Woods zone by Zimmerman. 1:15 to go. 1-1 game here in the first period. Tomball scored first, and then Cy Woods equalized as Farmer taken off on another good defensive play by Zimmerman. He's having his best season as a senior for this Tomball hockey club. He's the only player who has double-digit goals as we are less than a minute to play in this first period. He leads the team in goals with 10, and he's the only player with double-digit goals for a team that has scored 57 goals now, including the one tonight, scored by Suplee. 35 seconds ago, Tomball with the pass too far in front of Shimanek, and taking control, Henry Kim. He almost turned it over, gets his own ricochet. Well, careless with his passes. He tried to get it to Westhaver, and he turned it over again. Here comes Shimanek. He picks the corner, but he hit the outside of the net. 10 seconds to go. Kim works it around the boards to the near side. Stopped by Hart from the half boards. His shot was blocked by Wissing. He clears the zone, and that wraps up period number 1. It is a 1-1 game, a good first period. Back with the second after these messages. You are listening to the ISHL Game of the Week on the Legacy Sports Network.
Dr. Steve Hotze.
Not only do your allergies contribute to missed days at work and increased healthcare costs, allergies also contribute to overall poor health and can decrease your quality of life. Allergies cause your cells to release histamine, which causes inflammation. This inflammatory response can affect your sinuses, lungs, skin, nerves, joints, muscles, and other organs. Allergies can begin at any age, even midlife, and if left untreated can lead to sinus infections, skin disorders, asthma, migraines, and insomnia. Medications can only mask symptoms. Experience shows that it's better to prevent the underlying allergic reaction. Imagine how nice it will be to enjoy the outdoors without suffering from allergies.
The Hotze Health and Wellness Center identifies the root cause of symptoms, helping to restore your health. We resolve allergies naturally and conveniently with our new state-of-the-art low-dose immunotherapy treatment. Call a wellness consultant today at 281-990-4793. That's 281-990-4793.
Life happens. Maybe a work trip, a family event, or you just want to watch the game at home. Don't let the tickets go to waste. With Quick Assist, your seat gets listed for sale on every major marketplace simultaneously. No more juggling apps or stressing over resale. We make it fast and hassle-free, so you save time and put money back in your pocket. From pro to college, Quick Assist has you covered. Download the Quick Assist app by scanning the QR code on our Legacy Sports Network website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
Be sure to check out and subscribe to our YouTube channel by searching for LSN Hockey Archives. On-demand listening to coverage of this season and from seasons gone by. That's LSN Hockey Archives on YouTube. 1-1 after 1, Dave.
First period, Tomball 12 shots, Cy Woods 4, but we're tied on the scoreboard, and great pressure by Tomball. Zimmerman leading the charge, but the goal was by Suplee. And Cy Woods, a lot of misses up close. I mean, they only have 4 official shots, but probably shot it over the goal about 5 times.
Ramirez, the E-Bug for Cy Woods tonight, to our left. Gage to our right.
Every time we're here, Ramirez is here. I mean, he's the guy you call.
And I haven't called him Martinez yet. Sticks down, and the second period is underway. Westhaver wins the draw, tries to control it as he gains the blue line, but offside is called.
No penalties in that first period.
Which is a shock considering that Tomball has 349 of them.
Yeah.
So much so that whoever is their head coach, even though it is Kyle Hyland who's the acting head coach tonight, had to miss a game. He was suspended because the team took over 300 minutes of penalties. Tomball skates in. Shimanek, right wing circle, fires the shot, and Ramirez closes the door. 17 seconds in. Their leading penalty minute player is Ashton Butler with 107.
Good Lord. Dave the Hammer Schultz.
Alex Zimmerman has 52. Shimanek wins the faceoff. It's controlled in the offensive zone and sent in deep by Tomball. Farmer gets it to Westhaver. Across the blue line. Looking to get it back to Farmer, and it's knocked away by Wyatt Hart. Hart banks it off the inboards. Gets it to Woodrow. Woodrow at left defense, back to Hart. Hart will hand it right over to Woodrow on this near side. The outlet pass connects. Pushed into the offensive zone by Suplee, the goal scorer for Tomball. Shimanek with speed. Tries to cut in front of Farmer behind the net. It feeds it to the side of the cage, but it goes all the way through. Here comes Westhaver in a 2-on-1 with Wissing. Westhaver sausage it. Wissing with a one-timer, and he didn't get a good shot off. Back comes Tomball. Right to left, Hart. Hart to the circle, shoots and scores! 2-1.
Tough angle, too. Hart took that over the blue line that went left to right, and almost would have been an impossible angle in a few feet, but he kind of snuck that one behind Ramirez.
Goal number 7 for Wyatt Hart, and it comes at 1:20 of the second. And it is 2-1 Tomball as they look for the season sweep of Cy Woods. And with a victory tonight, they would be in 4th place.
Yep.
Because of the tie-breaking scenario with a game to play each on Sunday. Cy Woods gets a very tough Ridgepoint team, still battling for first with Straight Jesuit in the south. Tomball gets the Woodlands, who's been dinged up a bit, with Landon Kasuba out for the remainder of the season, their leading scorer.
Tomball will get back to 500 with the win tonight.
McGrew at left defense. Watched by the forechecking Malcolm Curry. He clears the zone. Ahead for the take-in by Blomberg. Wyatt Hart seals him off, keeps the puck moving, ends up turning it over to Westhaver. And then down right at the top of the crease, Blomberg softly into the catching glove of Keegan Gage.
Westhaver had that on the doorstep, and he couldn't get his feet. He was kind of skating backwards and just couldn't get any wood on it. So he just kind of tapped it, unfortunate break.
Face off to the right of Gage. Curry wins it into the corner, far side. Worked up the far boards to Woodrow. He tries to clear it, chopped down by Westhaver, and eventually Tomball wedge out to center. Back comes Cy Woods. Westhaver shoots, save. Shot it from a sharp angle outside the left circle. Gage with the stop, 12:45 to go in the second.
Again, it's short benches for both squads, only 2 lines apiece, so everybody's going to get another 5 to 7 minutes of ice time out there, and that's it. Westhaver's going end to end.
McGrew works it down the boards and behind Gage. Woodrow keeps it moving into the corner, then reverses behind the net for Zimmerman. Zimmerman has played in 12 games this season. 10 goals, 7 assists, 17 points. Most goals scored in the season in his career in the ISHL. Farmer picks the pocket. Ahead for Westhaver. is Hassel from behind. Shoots. Oh, and it stayed out. Westhaver, who has the Wildcats goal, looking to tie the game up here early in the second. 3 minutes gone by as Curry skates in. Curry forced behind the net. Malcolm Curry tried to get a deflection in front. It's Farmer who peels away with it. Stick lifted from behind by Curry. Woodrow, forechecking on him is Farmer. Behind the net now Zimmerman. Reverses and ends up turning it over. Here's Blomberg, tied up by two Tomball skaters along this near side. Woodrow banks it off the inboards to the far side now for Zimmerman to play it. He wedges it out to center ice. Back comes Tomball with Evan Hankins. I beg your pardon, that was Aiden Taylor. And he gets it back into the offensive zone. Tries to feed it over to G. And G will track it down in the offensive corner along the left wing side. Puts on the brakes behind the net. And we have a whistle. And do we have our first penalty?
I didn't see anything that stood out.
Net isn't dislodged. Maybe there was just some sort of a play that got whistled down by one of our referees tonight. Whatever's going to happen, the faceoff comes out side of the Sidewood zone.
Nobody going to the box.
3:52 gone by in the second period. 2-1 Tomball. And they skated in from right to left. Hart forced into the corner by McGrew. Looking for a centering feed in front for Suplee. Comes back out up top for Shimanek. And Shimanek didn't get a good shot off from the center point. To the near side half wall, Woodrow. In deep now, McGrew has it defensively, and he is forechecked and tied up in the boards on the along the inboards by Suplee. Now Westhaver. Holding. Skates by a forechecker, and now will glide through center. Stick handling, Westhaver to the left wing circle. Forced to stop there by Wyatt Hart. Back comes Tomball as Westhaver's one and done. Up the boards, so on right wing, here's Shimanek. And it's swiped away by Kim, and he clears it out to center ice. 2-1 Tomball. Goal at 1:20 of the second period by Hart. Here's Zimmerman, he snaps one. And that ricochets off the back glass and then hits one of the lights here at the Aerodrome. Play is blown dead with 10:01 to go in the second.
Well, keep an eye on G on Tomball. He limped off last shift, but he's not out there yet. He's still on the bench, so maybe they'll be down another player.
Face off to the left of Ramirez. Second time he has appeared as an E-Bug this season. He's 0-1. Hart shoots. That's deflected into the corner off a teammate Curry. He ends up getting it back, skates in, shoots again, and a right pad save by Ramirez. It comes back to the left point. Spun in deep now. Flores to Layton. Layton looking for a centering feed. Gets his stick up on Farmer. Works it back up the boards. It comes out to the point, and Zimmerman couldn't hold the zone. And now Blomberg with speed. Can't get to the puck in front of Zimmerman, who turns it back into center ice. Right defense, it's Kim. Kicked by Curry. Farmer twirls with it and skates into his own teammate, Kim. 9:20 remaining. Farmer skating. Along the left wing side, it'll be skated in by Wissing. He shoots from distance, and that is easily stopped by Keegan Gage. 9:09 to go in the second.
Yeah, it's just not a lot of defense between the blue lines. It's just, both teams are kind of back and forth. And Cywood's a little bit better on offense this period. They only had 4 shots that first period, and I think starting to get their legs under them.
It'll be Shimanek and Wissing for the face-off to the right of Gage. It's won by Shimanek. Coming up the boards, Tomball. Zimmerman with speed, gains the zone. Swipe from him, good defensive play by Farmer, who comes back. Farmer tying up Zimmerman along the end wall. Wissing comes in for support, but it's still Zimmerman. feeds one in front. It's chipped away by Kim. To the side of the, to the top of the slot. Woodrow's shot was blocked. It'll be skated out by Farmer. It's a 2-on-0. Farmer on a breakaway shoots, he scores! And this game is tied as Farmer tallies at 6:27 of the second.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time for Westhaver or Farmer gets a point, and a breakaway is a perfect time. That's how Cy Woods is going to be victorious if they win tonight. Not a lot of playmaking, more loose hockey, breakaways, and Farmer goal number 22.
Westhaver and Farmer came in with a combined 86 points. They have really paced this Wildcat team to the 9-8-1 record that they carried into tonight's game on this final Friday night of the regular season. Farmer skating left to right, looking for more. Leads it ahead for Wissing. Wissing, right wing to nobody. In deep, Wissing keeps the puck moving, but it's taken away. Spun back out to the neutral zone as Shimanek carries it across. Worked into the left wing corner for Hart. Centering pass was deflected to the side of the net. It ricochets back up top, and now Bloom will carry it out. 2-on-1 with Westhaver. Bloom shoots. Oh, and having trouble with his gauge, but he was able to drop on it before Westhaver arrived. 8:14 gone here in the second period in a 2-2 game.
Almost got it in there. Probably should have passed that, but he actually got a good shot off glove side high and dropped, but recovered just in time by Gage.
Gage will watch this faceoff come to his left. Won by Tomball. Hart will carry it behind the net. Play it up the board. Suplee shuttles it out to center ice, and he will glide in a right wing, shoot. Stick save by Ramirez. That puck went off his stick and hit his mask. Now Westhaver with speed. Skates by Hart. Westhaver in on goal. Shoots in wide. Could have been Cy Woods' first lead. Now Westhaver again in the slot. He shoots it again. He misses the net.
A lot of wide misses tonight.
Bodies tangling up along the near boards. Referee's arms stay down. Here comes Tomball with Zimmerman gaining the line. Zimmerman skates in on Ramirez. Shot, save, rebound, and Suplee couldn't get the rebound. Westhaver, middle of the ice, stick handling through center. Woodrow, the only one back. Westhaver skates in on Gage, and another stop by Gage as he keeps this game tied. A turnover to McGrew. Long shot is off target. Westhaver twist off one Tomball skater, and Tomball clear the zone, poke it back in off the stick of Curry. Worked back the other way by McGrew, turned over to Woodrow. Puck comes to the near side boards at center. Bloom watches it lifted past him and back into the Wildcat zone where it is cleared out by Cy Woods. Zimmerman across now, it comes to G. G angling in, and he shuttles it in. Kim will get there first as McGrew there. Kim tied up. G comes in on the forecheck. G taken off the play by Wissing. Good hit along the near boards. Poked ahead by Hankins, and he is checked at the red line by Woodrow, and down goes Hankins, and a penalty for roughing.
Well, that's Hankins he's quite a bit smaller than who hit that for Tomball.
That's Woodrow, 77.
Yeah, I mean, Woodrow's quite a bit bigger, so that was inevitable that was going to happen. I thought that was a fairly clean hit. But our first penalty of the night, and we talked about it all game, but a clean game up to this point.
9:09, the time of the penalty is Woodrow's off for roughing.
Well, the Tomball defense has not had a good period. They're not getting back all these breakaways by Cy Woods, and we got a 2-2 game, and the first opportunity on the power play for Cy Woods, only 10% this season.
Mr. Electric power play. Mr. Electric, we have the power to make things better. Cy Woods, 6 of 58 on the power play this season. They've allowed 7 shorthanded goals. Tomball with the quick clear. Tomball's penalty kill is 9th. They've allowed 16 power play goals. They've scored 2 shorthanded goals. as Cy Woods try to get things established. Westhaver on left wing. Filters it for Farmer, taken away by Zimmerman, and he will skate it out shorthanded. On the lead to Shimanek. Skates by Wissing, and a good disruption at the end by Wissing. Now Farmer skates it across. Gets it to Westhaver onside. Westhaver pokes it towards the net. Farmer out of his reach. Now centering feed and a backhander by Blomberg. Never reached goal. And at the side of the net, Wissing's backhander was stopped by Gage. Keeping the zone, McGrew shoots from distance. Paddled away by Gage. Almost a minute killed by Tomball. Less than 5 minutes to play in the second period in a 2-2 game. Here comes Farmer establishing the zone. Farmer, right wing circle. Poked from him by Zimmerman. Keeps it on the stick though. Farmer up top. Got by Shimanek. Holding with it. Rink wide pass, and Blomberg stopped by Gage. And it's flipped out and cleared by Tomball.
Really good power play by Cy Woods. 3 shots already.
Farmer with a good pass across. It was slow developing though, and Gage had plenty of time to get from right to left as Westhaver comes back, looking to shoot, looking to score on the power play, and Gage stops him again with 21 seconds to go on the penalty.
Bad line change by Tomball. They had a line change right in the middle of transition, and Cy Woods, they had like a 3-on-1 or something, maybe a 4-on-1. Luckily, Gage is having a heck of a kill.
Face off to the left of Gage in the offensive zone for Cy Woods. 21 seconds to go on the Woodrow penalty for roughing. Tomball clears it to the safety of center. Wildcats must tag up. It'll be skated in by McGrew, shot in and out of the glove of Gage, and then cleared by Tomball.
Really good power play nonetheless. No score, no goals, but about 4 or 5 good shots.
And Woodrow is sprung from the box. Tomball back to full strength as they kill the penalty. Farmer, 5-on-5 hockey as he skates through center, stick handling, try to get it through Woodrow, fresh out of the box, throws one towards goal and deflected wide to the right of Gage. Tomball flip it to the blue line, not out. Westhaver stick handling through Woodrow, finds Bloom who shoots, save Gage, and he covers with 3:24 to play in period number 2. 2-2 game.
Well, how about the play of Gage last couple of minutes? A penalty kill and a good save there. Cy Woods has 11 shots this period, only 4 in that first period. They are really turning it up. Gage playing well.
Tomball outshot Cy Woods by 13 back in the game in November, a 4-2 victory for Tomball. They control the face-off. Hart scales it up the right wing boards and through center ice. Here comes Tomball. Taylor shoots
slow
wide
attack
to the right of Ramirez. Woodrow slaps at it. It's poked behind the net by Ramirez. Shimanek below the goal line. On his backhand, feeds it into the crease, but it's deflected and scaled up the far boards by Wissing. Bloom stepped in front of by Shimanek. Swipes it into the zone in the last 2:45 of the second period. A pitch back out the center. Bloom got it back in, but only momentarily. It was kicked out immediately, and then Shimanek shoots from the left circle. Puck goes through the crease. Woodrow pokes at it. To the right wing circle, they score! And Tomball's back in front as Shimanek gives Tomball a 3-2 lead.
Well, they had a shot right before that and a good save, and Shimanek just stayed at the play. Stayed on the glove side about 7 to 10 feet out and got a nice bounce right to him and stuck it in there. Really, Tomball's had kind of a quiet period, and they really needed that.
But at the conclusion of the play, Aiden Taylor has been sent to the box for a penalty.
Yeah, that was after the goal. That's not what they need.
Cy Woods back on the power play. They are 0 for 1. Mr. Electric power play. Mr. Electric, we have the power to make things better. As Westhaver Skates it in on the offensive side of the blue line. Backhands it towards goal, side of the net, located by Hart. He clears. Westhaver has 3 power play goals. Farmer, McGrew have 1. Dylan Gunnavan, who is scratched tonight, has the other. Only 6 power play goals scored by a team that has a player that has 41 goals this season, but only 3 power play goals. Skating in Farmer, looking to tie this game up, forcing the corner by Woodrow.
Penalty.
And another penalty, and perhaps it's going to be a 5-on-3 now for Cy Woods as Farmer goes down in the corner.
Yeah, the only person who knew it was a penalty was Ramirez. He's banging his stick on the ice saying, get the attacker on. And there was a hard hit in the corner. Let's see.
It's Woodrow.
Yeah, I mean, we're harping on such a clean game, but now we got all these penalties on Tomball again.
Well, and talking with acting head coach Kyle Highland, we brought up the idea about, is it a struggle just to toe the line? What is the deal with taking all these penalties? And he said recently he feels his team has played actually better in that respect.
Yeah, these penalties aren't egregious out here tonight. That's just, I think you got a young team, not a lot of offensive firepower, and sometimes aggressiveness is what you got to put in there in the place of offense. So this might be a long one, Mike.
Yeah, we'll see. We
Yeah.
haven't seen. Penalty box door is open.
Is he out?
77
He might be out.
is out of the box for certain. And
He's done?
He has been ejected.
I think it was just a big hard hit in the corner.
Woodrow disqualified for the remainder of the game. And he's not at all happy about it.
The play was kind of deep in the corner.
And you've got another player in there to serve that minor, and it might be Flores. It's a 2-minute minor, but then Woodrow must have said something to force the hand of the referees tonight, Rob Tracy and Derek Spencer. And while we have a moment, coming up on Thursday night, the ISHL playoffs get started, and we'll have a North Division quarterfinal for you from here at the Aerodrome beginning at 8. The teams are to be determined, so check our website early next week for the matchup and listen right here on the Legacy Sports Network.
And Woodrow's a clean player. I mean, he only had 18 penalty minutes coming in this game.
Yeah.
That's just kind of out of character. It's a long delay. So this 5-on-3 will carry to the third period, barring a goal.
69 seconds of 5-on-3 play.
Well, this is what Cy Woods needs. They're trailing. You got some gunners out there with Westhaver and Farmer.
All right, well, now there's 4 Tomball skaters out there, and one's being replaced. Okay. As they continue to try to sort all this out after the ejection of Archie Woodrow.
Well, Cy Woods has got to convert this. I mean, this is a gift.
They trail 3-2 right now. Suplee got the goal scoring started at 2:54 of the first period. Then at 10:33, Westhaver tied things up. We ended the first period tied up at 1. Here in the second period, Hart gave Tomball a 2-1 lead at 1:20. Farmer knotted it up at 2 at 6:27 before Shimanek gave Tomball its current 3-2 lead at 12:31.
And they took the first penalty off the board. I don't know what that is. Now they're gonna start all over here.
Well, there was, 69 seconds on the scoreboard on the penalty that was called on Aiden Taylor. Right now you only have Woodrow's number up there, but no penalty time. It's 3 zeros.
Well, I haven't seen a discussion like this since, I don't know, it's been a while.
It's a long summit.
Yeah.
So we'll have a playoff game for you on Thursday. No coverage of the Justice Cup final this year. I'll be in New York.
It's a legitimate quality excuse.
Man,
I mean,
watching the Rangers lose a couple of games.
Have faith. Any visit to Madison Square Garden is a great visit.
Yeah. We go see them in New Jersey on Saturday the 7th, and we watch them against Calgary at the Garden on the 10th.
I saw the Devils at the old Brendan Byrne Arena a handful of times.
Yeah.
And I've never seen a hockey game in MSG. I've seen a couple college basketball games.
Still trying to sort all this out. Okay, so they've got the 109 back on the scoreboard. Penalty time remaining on Taylor's minor. That came after the game, the go-ahead goal.
I think a lot of this was just talk, smack talk.
Still looking for penalty time to be placed upon number 77, who actually is not on the ice anymore or in the penalty box. He's been disqualified. His number still remains on the scoreboard as the player who took the penalty, but I believe it's going to be served by Caden Flores.
Well, Tomball's, I mean,
it's a 4-minute power play, a 4-minute penalty. So you're going to get a 5-on-3 for a minute 9, and then it's a double minor.
Well, Tomball they were missing 10 players coming into this game, now 11. They're down to 8 skaters.
No time like the present if you're the Wildcats. 5-on-3 for over a minute. 1:38 left to play in the second period. Westhaver loses the draw. Zimmerman clears it all the way down.
Oh, boy.
How much of a feather in the cap would it be if Tomball could kill all this? Farmer across the blue line, right wing side. Stick handles. Got caught between two Tomball players, loses the puck, gets it back. Still Farmer. Farmer center point. Shoots off over the catching glove. 35 seconds of 5-on-3 remaining. Farmer shoots, save. Looking for a deflection in front. Active stick in front. Cannon Blomberg. 58.7 to play. Second period, 29 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3.
I mean, this penalty is so long, we're going to see about 3 or 4 shift changes. I mean, it's just going to be back and forth to the bench for the Tomball defense.
5-on-3 for 29 more seconds. Farmer wins the faceoff. Westhaver along the left wing boards. He'll skate in. Try to get it to Blomberg. Good stick in front by Tomball. They clear it out to center. Wissing. Blomberg couldn't establish the zone, but Westhaver can. Logan Westhaver hands it across for a long shot. That is intercepted and cleared by Tomball.
Well, first penalty's ending. So far, so good.
So now it'll be 5-on-4 as Taylor is sprung for another 250. Mr. Electric power play. Mr. Electric, we have the power to make things better. Westhaver on right wing. Looking, scales it to Farmer. Farmer tied up by 2 Tomball skaters in the slot, and they clear it all the way down the length of the ice.
The Tomball penalty kills 80% coming in. Not bad.
5 seconds to go. And the second period comes to an end. 2:21 of carryover penalty time. Cy Woods trails 3-2 after 2. You're listening to the ISHL Game of the Week on the Legacy Sports Network.
We've got the power to make things right. Mr. Electric, show you the light.
Looking for electrical help you can count on? Switch to Mr. Electric. We have some of the best trained electricians in the business, and they're ready to help you with any project, big or small. Best of all, with Mr. Electric, our work is 100% guaranteed. That's why so many people trust Mr. Electric.
We've got the power to make things better. Mr. Electric.
Are you ready to restart your path to wellness? At the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, the most common goals that we hear from our new guests are losing weight, increasing energy, improving sleep, and increasing mental focus and clarity. Most importantly, people want off the prescription medications and to get back to a healthy and balanced life naturally. Are these your health goals too? Let us help you take charge of your health and wellness, just as we're helping thousands of others every day. Get off the meds and on to wellness naturally. Let our doctors, nurses, nutritionists, and wellness coaches carefully craft the healthy life you've imagined. Feel better, look better, live better. Visit HWC.com to learn more, or call us at 281-698-8698. Mention this ad and receive 2 of Dr. Hotze's best-selling books free with your consultation. 281-698-8698. That's 281-698-8698 or Hotze, HWC.com.
We're through 2 periods here at the Aerodrome. 3-2, Tomball in front of Cy Woods with 2:21 of power play time remaining for Cy Woods.
I think I heard that Woodrow got tossed for a hit to the head.
Okay.
I think I heard that right.
Tomball skating from left to right. Cy Woods right to left. They trail by 1. Cy Woods with 2:15 of power play time remaining. On the double minor to Woodrow in the ejection. Here's Farmer, poked away by Curry. Farmer gets it back, circles with it, hands it across for Bloom, who shoots. That was blocked in front by, I believe, his own man, Wissing. Wissing trying to shuttle it back. Finds Farmer, who shoots off the high glass. Tomball gets possession. Hart puts on the brakes and will flip it all the way down.
This is a great kill by Tomball so far.
Cy Woods came in 11th in the league.
Whoa!
Oh, almost a turnover.
What was that?
By Ramirez. Suplee could have been the beneficiary with a shorthanded goal. Now Farmer puts on the brakes at the top of the right wing circle. Gets to the Westhaver. Force wide, back to Farmer. Farmer shoots, it's blocked, gets it back in the slot. Now over to the right wing for Westhaver. Chased by Zimmerman. Westhaver in the slot, shoots off target. Zimmerman has control with 1:10 to go. Penalty time remaining. Zimmerman clears it to center as it took a deflection off a Wildcat stick. Westhaver taking off the play, and now Zimmerman skates in on the shorthand. David Zimmerman, he of 10 goals. His centering feed goes all the way through. Comes back to Hart with a shot. Rebound, and that one sailed wide. Hart on the pinch. 40 seconds to go. Power play time for Cy Woods. Just over 10% conversion rate on their power plays. Here's McGrew down left wing. Cuts to the middle of the ice. McGrew on his backhand. Circles with it. McGrew shoots from distance. Save. Gage saw that one all the way, and it stops. Penalty time with 20 seconds remaining on the power play for Cy Woods. They trail by 1.
Cy Woods 17 shots, Tomball 19. Cy Woods, the bulk of the shots were in that second period with 12.
Face-off, Westhaver wasn't even ready for it. Tomball clears it down.
This is a disaster for Cy Woods on the power play. Really got nothing.
Cy Woods had a 5-on-3 for 69 seconds, couldn't convert. A double minor, and there's a long shot by Farmer at the top of the circle, and Gage makes the save, and Tomball has killed everything, and we're back to 5v5.
Yeah, if they win tonight, the deciding factor is going to be that. And a really good job by the Tomball defense.
Right point, Farmer. Down the boards, Westhaver skates in, shoots, he scores! After all that power play time, they score even strength, and Westhaver, with his second goal of the game, has knotted this one up at 3. Early third.
I think the Tomball defense is exhausted. I mean, that was a long kill. They just don't have their legs, and you could see on that shift, just not a lot of pressure. Westhaver able to walk in and just slam that one home. That was too easy.
Second goal, and it comes at 2:53. Make it 2:33 of this third period as Shimanek skates in, fanned on the shot. Caden Flores. Taylor down the boards, behind the net, past Flores. And Farmer begins to rush up the ice, but we do have a penalty for tripping. And I believe it's going to be called on the emergency backup goaltender, Aiden Ramirez.
Well, someone's going to have to volunteer.
At 2:50, Tomball will get their first power play look. William Dunn, who was on the ice for that shift, skates to the penalty box. Mr. Electric power play. Mr. Electric, we have the power to make things better. Tomball's power play is 7th in the league, 6 of 41 against the 11th ranked penalty kill that leads the league in shorthanded goals with 16. 11 of those have been scored by the sophomore Logan Westhaver. Suplee. Tied up by Kim. Backhanded to the blue line, but not out. Zimmerman to the left wing. Long shot by Hardy, scores on the power play. Tomball's back in front.
Zimmerman made that play by keeping it in the zone. That tiptoed the line, sent it all the way to Hart. Nobody picked him up. He had a wide open 40-footer. Great look. Power play goal, and Tomball was only 15% coming in.
Didn't waste any time. 28 seconds into the man advantage. Tomball scores.
A lot of activity in the last few minutes. Exciting. This turned into a really good game.
Tomball leads this one now 4-3. Plenty of time remaining here inside the Aerodrome. Michael Silvers and David Feliciano. Our final ISHL game of the week for 2026. So far, it's been a good one. Here comes Westhaver. Forsyth Woods from right to left. Westhaver across. That went through Hankins. Zimmerman takes the puck behind his own net. Watched by Blomberg. Blomberg pokes it away to the side of the net out of the reach of Hankins. Tomball tried to skate it out with Curry. He has Suplee burrowing in with him. Forced wide by McGrew behind the net. Curry circling, still in control, hands it off for a centering feed that comes all the way through past Caden Flores, who was positioned in the slot. And now Westhaver from right to left will glide in across the blue line. Got by the poke check of Shimanek. Westhaver tried to shoot and get that one between the wickets, but Gage shut the door. Almost a turnover in the offensive zone, but the puck went through the legs of McGrew back into the Wildcat zone. Turned over. Shimanek shoots. That ramps off a stick in front of a sliding chance whizzing, and into the screen it goes. 4:15 gone here in the third. 4-3 Tomball.
Pretty even in shots. 20 for Cy Woods, 20 for Tomball. There you go.
Face off to the left of Aiden Ramirez, who probably is kicking himself for taking that tripping penalty. Put his team down a man, then he gives up what was the go-ahead goal on the power play. McGrew up the far boards. Didn't clear it. Shimanek skates it down, shoots from a sharp angle wide. Finds the stick of a Wildcat. It's Bloom, and the lead pass is too strong for Westhaver. Good dump in, though, as Hart retreats, finds Layton, backhands it back to a surging Hart. Glides in, got it by Farmer. Farmer with a check, but going to go down. Layton with a one-timer saved by Ramirez. It gets spun back to the point, and then the pocket is picked, and now Farmer will he lead it ahead for Westhaver, working on a hat trick. Westhaver slows things down in the right wing circle. Now skates in and shoots. That one got through, but wide. It was stopped by Gage, but it got through him and trickled wide to his right. Westhaver tying his man up. G in the corner. Tomball up the near boards. And Suplee forces Farmer to recoil back out into the neutral zone. 5.5 gone by in the third. It is 4-3 Tomball. Now Farmer tries to get it between the legs of Hart. It comes to Westhaver, left circle, poked into the corner by Hart. Westhaver and Hart cancel each other out in the corner as Westhaver waits for reinforcements to come in the form of Farmer. Farmer to the slot. He shoots, save Gage, rebound, they score! We are tied again. It is 4-4 as Wissing ties this game up for the Wildcats.
The rebound was the killer. Gage got the first one, couldn't hang on, and Wissing, right place, right time, right on the doorstep. Cy Woods has 20 shots, as I just said, now 22, but there's another 10 that have gone over the goal, so they've really turned it on.
Fourth goal of this season for Chance Wissing. Time of the marker, 5:52 of this third and final period. And again, this game is knotted up. It's a 4-4 game. Tomball in their own zone. Lead pass, too strong for Curry. Chipped into the zone. Kim tracks it down. And he is going to be taken into the boards, and a penalty will be called on Suplee. Interference is the penalty, and Cy Woods heads back to a power play in which they are 0 for 3 on so far tonight.
That didn't look like, I thought that was a pretty, half-hearted attempt into the backboards, but Suplee will serve it, and Cy Woods, they're getting all their activity on it in 5-on-5.
Faceoff comes down into the Tomball zone. Cy Woods, Dave, has never led this game. They keep coming back to tie it, but they've never had the lead.
They always get the second goal. That's right.
Tomball wins the faceoff. This is a Mr. Electric power play for Cy Woods. Mr. Electric, we have the power to make things better. Bloom, swipe from him by Zimmerman, and he sends it the length of the pond. Another rush up the ice attempt for Cy Woods. 0 for 3 on the power play tonight. They had a 5-on-3 and they had a double minor. They still couldn't get things done, but as soon as that double minor was over, they scored 5 versus 5 and tied the game up at 3 at the time. Farmer, that one intercepted. Pass intended, and here comes a 2-on-2. Shorthanded, skating through, and Ramirez makes the stop on the shorthanded bid by Tomball.
Great stretch by Ramirez. I think he got fooled initially. He got the leg out.
He denied Shimanek.
Yeah, that was a huge play. These goalies are playing really well. The first period kind of quiet, but the last 2 periods, a lot of activity.
Worked around the boards by Shimanek. 1:10 of power play time remaining. Here comes Farmer charging. Right to left, cuts inside, but turned the puck over to Shimanek. Back comes Shimanek, just recently stopped by Ramirez. And, he takes Wissing down, and Wissing's gonna get penalized. No, it's not. It's gonna be another 5-on-3, and towards the net out of the reach of Westhaver, and Tomball touches up.
Elbowing.
And elbowing is called, and it'll be another 5-on-3 for Tomball.
Shimanek had the puck. He's going full bore, and Wissing got in the way, and he got the elbows a little bit too high. But again, an unfortunate play by Tomball.
5-on-3 for 48 seconds.
Yes.
You're asking a lot of Tomball here.
Yeah, absolutely, and of Gage. It's just a matter of time. I think Cy Woods, they're going to convert.
Westhaver takes the face-off. He lost it. Hart trying to avoid the forechecking Farmer. Takeaway by Farmer, and the one-timer, they score! Farmer to Westhaver for the hat trick, and for the first time, Cy Woods has the lead. They score on the 5-on-3.
Well, those penalties finally coming back to hurt Tomball. The fans aren't happy about it, and that was just great playmaking. by the two best players out there for Cy Woods. Finally, Cy Woods has a lead.
Westhaver's 14th career hat trick. The Wildcats have the lead for the first time at 5-4. 1:45 of power play time remaining on the minor that was taken by Shimanek for elbowing. Cy Woods up the right wing boards, turned over on the giveaway. Zimmerman shorthanded, tough angle, tried to center, and it's off the stick of Suplee. And then a bouncing puck went through the blue paint from Suplee, trying to throw it towards the net. Zimmerman stick handling along the right wing, got by Blomberg. Zimmerman forced behind the net by McGrew. Zimmerman to Hart, right circle, his shot blocked by Farmer. Below the goal line now, it's Zimmerman. 1:05 to go, try to stuff in at the side of the net on the wraparound. 1 minute to go, power play time, and it's Tomball shorthanded, who looks like they're on the power play. Now the Wildcats settle things down from right to left. Pitching in front, Westhaver just bouncing off his reach and out of his off his stick and out of reach. Westhaver pushed down. Farmer backhands it, side of the net. First shot, they score! 6-4 on the power play, Blomberg.
And Bloomberg doesn't score a lot. That's his first goal of the year. There you go.
And the celebration because of it.
Yeah, that looked like he won the title. Good for Bloomberg. Goal number 1.
Cy Woods has scored the last 3 consecutive goals, and it forces Tomball to take a timeout because now they're down by 2.
Yeah, I mean, the penalties, Tomball got away with it for 2 periods, and finally, you just can't defend 5-on-3s all the time, and there's too much firepower from Cy Woods.
Tomball led this game for about 36 minutes.
Yeah.
And now they find themselves down 6-4 on 3 goals by Wissing, Westhaver, and Blomberg.
Westhaver, again, the sophomore, 43 goals in his second year. I mean, what a career he's going to have. And Cy Woods maybe thinking make a little noise in the playoffs. There's still a lot of time, 6 minutes for Tomball to come back.
The ISHL Game of the Week is a production of the Legacy Sports Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or any other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Legacy Sports Network is strictly prohibited.
Cy Woods had 4 shots in the first period. Now they're up to 25. A lot of that because they're on the power play.
6:06 remaining. 6-4 Cy Woods. They've scored the last 3 after trailing 4-3. They spent most of this game chasing 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, 3-3, 4-3, 4-4. Now it's 5-4 Cy Woods, 6-4 Wildcats. Shimanek skates it into the left wing circle, backhands and scores! And it's a 1-goal game just like that.
What was that, 6 seconds? Well, how quickly things change.
Yeah, 8 seconds.
8 seconds. I mean, what a period. There's 6 goals in this period.
Now here comes Cy Woods with a long shot. Gage didn't know where it was. The shot came from the top of the slot off the stick of Logan Westhaver.
Well, this game got real loose in the last 2 periods. A lot of fun.
Shimanek's 2 goals now. Man. Well, what a fun one to wrap up our regular season coverage. Probably the most fun game of the ones that we've done. There was an 8-6 game that was PFC and Memorial West, but you weren't there for that one.
Oh, sorry. Was that the Sunday night game?
No. Curry, rebound, and they score! Curry ties it up at 6. Are you kidding me with this game?
And that was only about a minute after the other one. Amazing.
"12 goals scored. Seven have scored here in the third period.
And we've only had 9.5 minutes of gameplay in this period.
Farmer turned over at the Tomball line. Zimmerman looking for a lead pass, bouncing over the stick of Shimanek. It rolls into the Wildcat zone. Kim up the near boards. Gets it to Westhaver, who has a hat trick tonight. Logan Westhaver, a sophomore, ladled it back for Farmer. Across, that was off target on his pass to Bloom. Zimmerman plays it behind the net for Wyatt Hart. Hart will give it back to Zimmerman. Watched by the forechecking Bloom. Chipped out center by Tomball, and it rolls all the way down into the Wildcat zone. 4:45 to play in regulation. Turned over at the neutral zone to Wyatt Hart. He pitchforks it into the Cywood zone. Wissing and Curry in a skate race. They tie each other up. Comes up the near side boards and to the middle of the ice where it's taken on right to left. Farmer across. Westhaver couldn't get a shot off. Puck is bouncing around into the corner now. Westhaver looking for a teammate. Gives it away to Tomball. Flipped ahead out to the neutral zone. Onto the stick of Farmer. Will Farmer loses it. Suplee is the only one in the offensive zone as Tomball was going for a change. 11 minutes gone by in the third. 6-6. Tomball's led this game multiple times. Cy Woods had a 2-goal lead but saw it quickly evaporate to a 6-6 tie here in the third. 7 goals have been scored in this third period. Wissing to the red line, now charging in. Westhaver forced behind the net by Hart. Centering feed, stopped in the slot. It'll be skated out to the neutral zone by Tomball. Suplee picks Westhaver's pocket. He shoots from distance, bouncing in on Ramirez, who guides it to the far corner. And now Suplee takes down a Wildcat in the corner. It comes to the near side, does the puck. And Farmer has control. Lead pass on the outlet to Westhaver. Across the line. He's got Blomberg with him. Puts on the brakes at the left circle towards the net. It is chipped away by Gage. Now G off the boards. Almost stopped at the blue line by Farmer. Last 3 minutes of today's game. Farmer skates and shoots, and that wrist shot is stopped by Gage. Off the near boards out the center. Suplee gives it away onto the stick of Curry, but then quickly taken off his stick by McGrew. Farmer has it at his own blue line. Forced deep by Curry. Gets it across to Wissing, number 13. An alternate captain for Cy Woods. His outlet pass couldn't reach McGrew, but now it is guided in by Farmer. Farmer taken off the play by Zimmerman. They stand each other up, and Zimmerman skates it out from left to right. 2:10 to go. Zimmerman with speed. Got by 2 defenders, and down goes Zimmerman, and McGrew's going to head off. It'll be a power play for 2 minutes with 2:07 to go.
Pressure's on Ramirez now. This power play will end the game. This is the chance for
12:58, the time of the penalty. Wissing
timeout.
Will be escorted to the box.
Just what Tomball needs.
Tomball 1 for 1 on the power play. They've only had one, and they quickly scored on it. It is a 6-6 game here, Dave.
Shot Cywood's 27, Tomball 25. That's a good timeout. I mean, you got to talk strategy. Neither of these teams are very good power play teams. Tonight may be the exception. Much better, but get your best skaters out there for the first line. And Put it on net, see what happens.
2:07 left in regulation. Face-off will come into the Wildcat zone. Each team out of timeout now, as they've each taken theirs. Mr. Electric power play. Mr. Electric, we have the power to make things better.
Now watch out for Westheimer. I knew I was going to do that. Westhaver. I predicted it. But Westhaver's got 11 shorties this year, so be careful.
Curry skates in, takes the face-off against Farmer. It's controlled by Tomball. Shot by Hart. Oh, off the head of Ramirez and cleared by Cy Woods. 8-second differential between the power play clock and the game clock. G keeps it on the blue line and scales it in deep. Shimanek gets it away from Kim. Shimanek twisting with it in the left wing circle and forced to turn over the puck as Kim leads Westhaver on the shorthand. He's sealed off by Hart. Good defensive play. Hart up the near side boards. Spun in deep by McGrew. Centering feed to Farmer. He swung and missed in the slot. Gets it back. Backhands it towards the crease and deflects to the near boards. Comes back to the point. McGrew. He shoots. Save. Gage keeps this at a 6-6 game as Cy Woods on the shorthand with some good opportunities here late. 1:14 to play in tonight's game.
Yeah, they almost ended it right there on the shorty. Tomball's got a minute 7 to work with here. The game clock, 7 extra seconds on top of that.
Face off to the right of Gage. McGrew softly towards the net. It's blocked by Curry and backhanded to the far boards by Suplee. Curry backhands it into the Cy Woods zone. 1 minute to go in the third. Here comes Westhaver. Shorthanded with 45 seconds to go on the power play for Tomball. Back out to the neutral zone. Skated in by Shimanek. He skates in. Shimanek shoots. Save Ramirez! Woo. With 42.6 seconds to go, the E-Bug keeps this game tied.
Well, that was a tremendous save. That came glove side and he knocked it down. Best save of the night by Ramirez. May have saved the game.
42.6 to go. 6-6 game. 35 seconds to go on the penalty. Here's Hart. Right point. Shot. Blocked. It's bouncing around. It comes to Curry. His shot is stopped by Ramirez. 30 seconds to go. Cy Woods clears. Cherry picking. There's Westhaver at the blue line. Skates against 2 Tomball skaters. Shoots. Penalties coming up as Gage is able to make the save with 23.5 seconds to go. And we're going to go 4-on-4 for 16 at least.
Wow. It's at Westhaver. You got to keep track of them.
Zimmerman off for hooking.
You had to make a play. Good penalty to take, I suppose. And now, it's too bad we don't have more time. 4-on-4s are a heck of a lot of fun.
4-on-4 for 16 seconds. Farmer and Curry for the faceoff. Farmer gets it over to Westhaver. Right point. Now we'll skate in. In the slot, he shoots. Glove save. Gage. 15.9 seconds as Gage snatches that one.
That's Gage's best look of the night, or the best save of the night, I should say. And he saved the game on his end. I mean, Ramirez and Gage, big plays, last time's down.
15.9 to go. Nothing really gets decided if this game ends in a tie. Everything kind of holds.
Yeah,
with Cy Woods up on Tomball by 2 points in the standings with a game to play. Curry in deep, 10 seconds to go. Puck out of the zone. One last rush for Shimanek. Shimanek to Hart, and he couldn't get a shot off, and he's sealed off by Kent. Then eventually gets a shot off, but it is off target, and that does it here from the Aerodrome. A 6-6 tie between Cy Woods and Tomball. The Wildcats remain 2 points up on Tomball in the North Division standings with one game remaining for each on Sunday. Coming up next, we wrap it all up from the Aerodrome. This is the ISHL Game of the Week on the Legacy Sports Network.
When life gets in the way, a work trip, family plans, or even bad weather, don't let your tickets go to waste. Quick Assist makes it simple. Your seats are listed on every major marketplace at the same time, saving you the hassle and putting money back in your pocket. Whether it's the NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, or NCAA, we've got you covered. Download the app today by scanning the QR code on our website. Quick Assist, your ticket everywhere.
Real cheese, real hot, real taste is what we've got. Real fresh, real fast. All those other pizzas are a thing of the past. Mr. Gatti's Pizza in Houston on Uvalde Road offers a wide selection on their daily fast feast, all-you-can-eat pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert buffet. Don't forget about the entertainment center for the kids. Games, games, and games. Open for lunch or dinner. Gotta get Gatti's. Mr. Gatti's Pizza, the best pizza in town. Honest.
Buying or selling a home can be a bit overwhelming. That is where Alanis Real Estate Group steps in, with the help of CE King alum Elio Alanis. From the city to the suburbs and the greater Houston area, you can trust Elio Alanis. He'll work with you to find what best fits your needs, your goals, and more importantly, your budget. Elio Alanis has a reputation for exceptional customer service and making your home buying or selling experience a smooth transaction. Visit him on the web at wearehtx.com. The Alanis Real Estate Group. We are real estate.
Legacy Sports Network, now celebrating 18 years of broadcasting excellence. We are your home for local high school sports coverage. Expect excellent audio and video production. Whether you're listening at home or at the game, find us at lsnsports.com. Legacy Sports Network. Building a legacy, one game at a time. Legacy Sports Network.
What an exciting game here to wrap up our coverage of the regular season on the ISHL Game of the Week. 6-6 Tomball and Cy Woods. So the Wildcats remain 2 points up in the standings on Tomball. 20 points now for the Wildcats, 18 for Tomball. One game each to play on Sunday. Tomball gets to Woodlands. Cy Woods has to deal with Ridge Point. This game was back and forth. You would see Tomball take a lead. Cy Woods would tie it up. Cy Woods would take a 2-goal lead, only to see that evaporate, and that's where we end Dave 6-6.
Yeah, Cy Woods, as Mike said, 20 points. Even though it's a tie, they kind of lose the battle, win the war kind of thing, that they hold their place in the standings. We'll see what College Station does. They had 19 points going into play this weekend, but 7 goals in that period, and really good showing by both offenses as the playoffs get close. I'm really impressed with Westhaver. I mean, what a career he's going to have. He played great on both ends tonight.
14th hat trick for his career already.
Yeah.
Logan Westhaver today. He had 3 goals. 2 goals by Shimanek. Emergency goaltender for Cy Woods, Aiden Ramirez. And his counterpart tonight was Keegan Gage. He made a big save in the end on Westhaver, or was Farmer. One of the two. The big glove save, I think it was Westhaver, kept this game at 6-6 late here in the third period. So now we look ahead, playoff game on Thursday night. We don't know what the matchup is, but right now, if the playoffs were to start today, you would get Fair Creek and College Station, and then these two again.
Yeah, they've already seen each other, and we know that penalties are going to play a part. Really good young players out there. The goaltenders, they've got to play better than 6-6 for the playoffs, but we could have a good one on the 5th.
All right, so that does it for the ISHL Game of the Week for the 2026 regular season. We will be back with you on Thursday for a North Division quarterfinal playoff. But a very exciting game to finish our coverage of the regular season. 6-6 final, Tomball and Cy Woods. Nothing decided just yet in the North Division for seeds 3, 4, and 5. For David Feliciano, I'm Michael Silvers from the Aerodrome. So long in Houston.